All right, tall spine. Focus on your breath. And just bringing yourself into Atta, into now, into the space of your yoga practice. And just notice the breath flowing in, flowing out. Notice how it feels to just sit there and breathe. Notice how the rib cage moves, the spine moves with the breath. And then slowly beginning to lengthen out your exhale. Just a little bit, just not that you have to stay present at the moment. Notice how the inhale responds to that slightly lengthened exhale. And with the next exhale, slowly lower your chin toward your chest using the full length of that breath. On inhale, slowly float that head back to center. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale up to center. One more. And then with the next exhale, start your chin to chest, but then let your spine round forward. So we're not going deep right now. We're just getting into the motions. As far as you're comfortable going. Inhale, slowly bring yourself back up. Two more times. Exhale, chin to chest, let the whole spine round forward. Inhale, slowly up. One last time. And then pause back at the top, checking in, see how you feel. Arms come down by your sides. Again, check in, shoulders, posture, alignment of the neck. And then inhale, both arms slowly float up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, slowly rotate to your right as the arms come down. Inhale, torso back to center, arms sweep up. Exhale, rotate to your left. Two more sets. Inhale, exhale, make it a little bit longer. You're gonna feel the motion slow down. Feel the effect of that lengthening exhale. Last one here. And then inhale up, back to center. Notice what you feel. So from here, Take your hands back and behind you. So yours can be on your mat. I'm just putting mine on my bolster because that's where I'm sitting. So as you inhale, push the breastbone forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together, gradually let the chin open up. So your head goes back, long to the low back. And then as you exhale. Again, inhale, feel the rib cage expand and push up toward the ceiling. Slowly drawing those shoulder blades back, slowly lifting the chin. And release. Inhale. And this time go in and stay for 3 breaths. So as you're in this stay, how does your neck feel? So feel free to let the head move a little bit. Again, you always have that gentle ride of the breath, right? On the exhales, you come out of it a little bit. On this one, in, go a little farther. We've got one more. And then back to center. Checking in, how do you feel? And then please come forward onto your abdominals. So hands at the base of your rib cage, if that is comfortable for you. Head rotated to your right. Elbows up toward the ceiling like little chicken wings. And then legs are together and engaged through the lower abdominal area. So get that core connection established. As you inhale, you're slowly going to push the breastbone forward. Head comes center, squeeze the shoulder blades together, just like we were doing, or just against gravity now. Inhale, release down, rotate your head to the right. Push back with the hands, push the breastbone forward, head comes center. Exhale and release. Inhale, push. Exhale, release. Inhale, push. Exhale and release. We have one more set. So again, try to keep those elbows up against the upper back to work differently. And then release. Check in. How do you feel? Let's go ahead and take your feet out, mat width apart, hands come underneath your forehead, bend your knees to 90 degrees. So just a low back release to start, so gently rock your legs to the side and then to the other side. So again, connect it with the breath. So inhale center, exhale to the side. Inhale center, feel that breath, straighten your spine out, exhale to the side. How do right and left feel? Are they similar? Are they different? And then back to center. Straighten your legs out. Check in. And then press to all fours. Okay, so you can do this from your hands. You can do it from your elbows, your choice. I have my knees a little bit more. Yeah. All right, so long spine, elbows or hands are underneath the shoulders, where at the moment the hips are over those knees. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, engage your core and round the low back just a little bit for me. And then use your glutes to push your hips forward. So they're a little bit forward of those knees. And again, feel that you're going to feel more weight in your upper body. All right, so keep the lower body there. You're going to pick your right hand up. You can go to the small back. You can go across the chest. It can go to salute. And try to keep your shoulders square as if you had all four down. All right, so as you exhale, push out with that left elbow. Let the spine rotate. Inhale and release. So core engaged. Keep your hips forward. Exhale. Push the elbow out. Hips are staying still as you rotate the spine. And release. And, 3, 2, 1. This time go up and stay for 3 breaths. Again, check in with the lower body, make sure you're good. The knees are actively pressing, they go outward. And then when your 3 are done, slowly release back to where we started. And then doing the other side. Again, I'm just gonna do this one on the hands. And you know what you're doing now. So imprint, push the hips forward, and stay balanced. And when you're ready, exhale, press that right elbow out and rotate to your left. Inhale back to center, make sure your hips forward of the knees. And you get that little rounding through your low back, that core stays connected. Last one here. And then going into that 3 breath stay. Again, feel yourself move with this breath. And then release down and go ahead and sit back into child's pose. Arms are going to reach forward. And as you inhale, slowly push the breastbone forward, come up to all 4s. As you exhale, engage through the core, slowly drop your hips, push the breastbone forward again, and then use those abdominals to pull yourself back. Elbows go down, forehead down, sink those hips backwards, stretch out through the arms, the elbows may come back up. Inhale, slowly pull yourself forward. As you go to that exhale, you're dropping those hips into up dog. Engage through the core. And slowly press back to child's pose. We've got one more like this. Again, no discomfort in your low back. Keep the chest open. All right, adding in, so inhale, bring yourself forward. Drop those hips on exhale, stay here for inhale and tuck your toes. As you exhale, slowly lift the hips up, the knees up, into down dog. And stay here. 3 breaths. And then slowly walk hands in or feet in, whichever is more comfortable for you. Check in into that forward fold. And then begin, inhale, the spine lifts, the hips drop a little bit. Exhale, and you go a little deeper into your forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, straighten the spine gently. Exhale. So hands to shins. Bring yourself up a little higher on that inhale. And then all the way up. Let's go all the way back down. Last time, all the way up. And check in. How do you feel? What's changed? And let's go ahead and take the legs out into straddle. So if you happen to have George handy, George can go front and center. That's basically here. All right, so take a breath. And on the next inhale, bring those arms up to parallel to the ground. As you exhale, you're slowly rotating that right hand down, the left hand into the small back. On inhale, sweep your left arm forward, look at the elbow. As you exhale, bring it back, rotate the head to look down, and then inhale, slowly float yourself back up to center. Exhale, left hand goes down, right hand in the small back. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, rotate back. Inhale and bring it back up. So 2 more sets like that. Take your time here. See if you can lengthen exhale. Think about pushing the breastbone forward on that exhale as you go into the twist. Again, George is just giving you a little bit of instability here. You a little challenge. The last one. And then the last one on the other second hand. And all the way back up. And then release down, step both feet together. Check in, how do you feel? What's changed? And then you're stepping to the top of your mat, please. All right, so right foot steps behind. So both arms are going to go low across the abs, start. And when you're ready, on inhale, slowly push the breastbone forward, press that back heel into the ground, long spine. As you exhale, slowly bring yourself. Again, inhale, the arms going a little bit higher. And third time, arms going a little bit higher. You know, the shoulder blades, lifting the arms, and then we're going to go in and stay for 3 breaths. And where do you want your arms to go? If you'd like to add an arm pull, you are more than welcome to. Stay long through your low back. And then slowly release out. Hands go behind you, reach the fingertips down toward your feet, shoulder blades back. As you inhale, I want you to lift the back heel so you're shifting your weight onto the front leg, keeping it relatively straight. Lower back down. Inhale, shift. So push through to that big toe. So you look at a stretch in your big toe tendon. One more. And then slowly shift everything up onto that left leg. So toe can be on the ground, toe can be lifted, what works for you. And you'll reach the arms. So inhale, breastbone pushes forward even more. As you exhale, slowly draw back. And with the breath. Inhale, push. Challenge the depth of your warrior 3 here. Last breath. And then bring both feet together and exhale, release down into forward fold. Just take a breath or 2, feel where you are, feel what's changed, and then hands go to your shins. On inhale, you're lifting up a little bit. Exhale, so you can lift the hips up more. Inhale, lift the spine a little. Exhale, go deeper, hands go to your shins. Lift, your knees, thighs, lift up a little higher. Exhale and release down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale and release down. Come all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Feel the spine move, and then last time, all the way up. And check in. How are you feeling? What's different right to left? There should be some similarities, some differences. Notice those. And then we'll take that left foot back and behind. Hands go low across the abs, making sure your heels are pointing backwards, toes forward. And then when you're ready on inhale, drop those hips forward and down, push the breastbone forward, keeping that back heel solidly into the mat. So 2 more like that. Inhale, drop in. Exhale, press out. Last one. Whoa. And then inhale, arms come all as far up as you're comfortable, maybe a different angle than last time. And we have 3 arm pulls. And then slowly exhale, press out, hands come behind. Open the chest. On inhale, you're lifting your back heel, push through that big toe. As you exhale, slowly bring yourself back down. So front knee can be a little bit bent, straight, whatever works for you here. So we have 3 times, keeping the chest open, long spine from your head to your heel. And this time shifting your weight forward. So you keep your hands in the back. I'm just going to support myself here. And then toe can be down, toe can be up. So find your balance. Nice long line. You can deepen it as long as you can keep yourself in that line and the hips square. Nice long breaths in and out. And then slowly exhale, release, step both feet together and release down into forward fold. So staying down in forward fold this time, let your head relax. Give yourself an inhale, little lift of the chest, exhale, lower down. And then slowly, please come back to kneeling. So check in. How do you feel? Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. All right, so slowly extend your left leg out. You can toe down for a moment while we set everything else up, and then reach the right hand forward. So coming into the opposites and go down to elbows if you need. Check in with the core, push the breastbone down, and then forward, and then exhale, lift the arm and the leg. All right, next breath, inhale, you're gonna bend the knee, you're gonna bend the elbow and salute. As you exhale, release them back out. Bend the knee, bend the elbow. Or you release it back out. Check in, is that low back still long? And then release out. And then last time, bring it in, but now I want you to take that right hand back, and I want you to reach for that left foot. So we have to get hold of it. But 3 breaths in that act of reaching. Again, feel your breath. It's getting short. Back off. Try to keep this knee lifted. And then slowly release yourself down. Check in for a moment. And then you're going to slide your right toes back, your left hand forward. Again, check in that you are set up and solid. The low back's long, the breastbone pushing forward. And then lifting on inhale. Whoa. Find your stability. And then when you're ready, on inhale, you're bending the knee, you're bending the elbow. Exhale, it straightens. Inhale, bending the knee, bending the elbow. Exhale, straightens. And this time, bring it back in. And then you're going to reach that hand around toward that foot. Again, it's the act that is more important than the catching. So 3 breaths here, watching, minding the low back, keeping your hips level. And then slowly releasing when you're done. And then back into child's pose. So that can be wherever's comfortable for you. If you're not comfortable here, feel free to flip over on your side or back. And then gently rock your hips side to side. All right, slowly coming forward onto your abs again. Head is rotated to your right. Legs are comfortable. This is the part. So again, take a few breaths. How do you feel? How's the low back? How's the neck? How are the shoulders doing? And then when you're ready, on exhale, engage through that lower core and bring those ribs in. So you feel the pubic bone press down a little bit. You're stabilizing that low back. And then as you inhale, slowly head to center, lift the arms up and out to T. As you exhale, slowly lower down a little bit with the upper body, but lift the legs. Inhale, float everything a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, rotate your head to the left. Release everything down, arms back by your sides. Again, inhale. Open up, exhale. Lower down a bit, get the legs lifted. Inhale, push the breast going forward a little bit more. And then exhale, release everything there. All right, this time, slight change if your low back is okay. So you can do it that way. But we just did. Otherwise, on inhale, lift everything. On exhale, arms are going to reach forward, the legs go mat width apart. Inhale, bring yourself into streamline. Exhale and release down. Again, inhale, everything can lift. Exhale, jumping jack. Inhale, back down to streamline. Exhale and release. We got one more round. Take your level. And then check in. How does everything feel? Go ahead and bend those knees to 90 degrees, windshield wiper your legs again. Get that low back to release a little bit, also getting the hips in the socket to release a little. And then please roll over onto your back. Feet flat. If you have George handy, George can go in between those knees. And again, take a few breaths, noticing that change in body position. See how your pelvis feels sitting on the ground. And then as you exhale, slowly lengthen the low back, push your feet down, squeeze in on George a little bit, and roll yourself up into bridge. Long through the low back at the top, open up through the chest. And then as you exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way back down. And release. Again, check in, exhale, connect, press the feet, roll the hips. And then use the exhale to roll down. So one more time like this. Check in again to see how you feel. And then you're gonna squeeze in on George. If you don't have George, you're just squeezing those knees together. Go ahead and press the knees in. Keep your hips level. So this is your challenge. You get the core to work and the glutes to really stabilize. Arms can go out a little bit farther if you want a little bit more assist from that. Keeping the collarbones open. And on the next exhale, slowly engage the glutes. Roll yourself up. So keep those thighs, those femurs parallel to each other. So stay here for 3 breaths. And then slowly roll yourself down, release the foot. Check in. Extend the left leg. Again, get yourself stable and square. And then when you're ready, on exhale, push down with that foot and lift yourself up. 3 breaths. And then check in. How do you feel? What's going on? And then sliding that left leg out straight and bring the right knee into the chest, hands behind the knees. So exhale, pull the knee toward that right arm. So try to keep that left calf on the ground as we do this. Inhale, slowly press the heel toward the ceiling. Exhale and bring it back. Again, inhale. You can actually think about reaching both heels out, on 90-degree directions, right? And the last one here. And then we're gonna go up and we're gonna stay for 3 breaths. After your 3 breaths, keep that right hip down, let your leg come across the body just a little bit. So the key here is you have to keep this hip down to really get the side to open. When you've gone as far as you can, stay for 3 breaths. Keep focusing on pushing that right hip down. When you're 3 are done, release that hip, let it go. And rotate it across as far as you are comfortable. And leg up a little bit higher for the knee. Again, 3 breaths here. Once you're there. So noticing the angle of your pelvis, connect that core and keeping the pelvis still. Exhale, bring that leg up toward the ceiling as far as you're comfortable. Inhale, slowly float it back down. 2 more times. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, back down. Last one. And then slowly bring that leg up, let the hips drop. And then go ahead and bring both knees into your chest. Check in. How do you feel? All right, now the right leg gets to go on the ground, out straight, trying to get that right calf on the ground. Knee into the chest and aim it toward that left armpit a little bit. So again, take a few breaths, just get used to this, how the low back feel, feeling that right leg stretching out. And then when you're ready on an inhale, you're slowly gonna press the left leg up straight. As you exhale, you're slowly gonna bring it back down. Inhale, press the left leg up straight. Exhale, bring it back down. You've got one more. And this time, take it all the way up. Hold it here for 3 breaths. So notice that right leg again, pressing the calf as much on the ground as you can get it. Hips are level and steady. And then with the next exhale, after those 3, keep the hips down, bring the leg only across. Try to keep that knee as straight as you can as well, so if you back off that bent, you can get a little bit straighter. Again, 3 breaths here. And when your 3 breaths are done, let that leg continue going all the way across as far as you're comfortable. And again, 3 breaths. Once your 3 breaths here complete, keep the pelvis still. On exhale, lift that leg all the way up to the ceiling. Inhale, slowly lower back down. Exhale, all the way back to the ceiling. So you're working range of motion, strengthening through the deep hip. We have one more. And then slowly float that leg back up, and now let the pelvis level out, and then both knees into your chest. Check in, rock around, see how it feels. And then both feet to the ground, please. Arms down by your side, walk those feet together. So Supta Baddha Konasana with the arms sweep overhead. So we're going to do 3 moving, 3 breaths staying. So when you're ready, on an inhale, the arms sweep, the legs open out to diamond. And as you exhale, slowly pull back in. Use the abdominals, keep the spine still. Keep the spine still, there's a better word. Inhale, float long through the low back. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, overhead. Excellent. So our last one with the movement. So this time we're going to go in and stay. So I'm just going to do the arms. You do the legs. So arms can stay here, or you can do an arm pull, your choice. If you're doing that arm pull, trying to get the whole back of the arm on the ground. And then slowly exhale and release. Arms come down on either side. What do you notice? What's changed? What's different? Please bring yourself up to sitting. Again, whatever position is most comfortable for you to start with. As we check in, feel free to sit on something if you'd like. Oh, excuse me, take a few breaths, yawn if needed. So we started here. So what has changed since you were last here? How do the shoulders feel? How does the lift of the rib cage feel? How does sitting on the hips feel? What about the legs? Fingertips on the ground, take an inhale, exhale, slowly lower your chin toward your chest and release down into forward fold. So hands can go wherever is most comfortable for you. You can keep them on the ground, on the shins, over the feet. As you inhale, generously pull up and pull back on the toes if you're holding on to them. And then as you exhale, go deeper. So if you're holding on to the feet, you're pressing into that gas pedal. Inhale, you're slowly pulling up, lift the chest, back of the neck long, spine long. Exhale, go deeper. One more. And then we're going to go up into that lifted position. So inhale, lift up. So starting with your right arm, exhale, rotate. Push the breastbone forward and up still as you twist the arm and then slowly bring it back. We're going to stay on this side 2 more times. Exhale, go deeper into that twist. Keep pushing the breastbone forward. Again, you can release down in that forward fold a little bit if that helps you get more lift out of your spine. And then release all the way down this time. Take a breath at the bottom. And then inhale, lifting up again. Using that left arm, exhale into the twist. Inhale, slowly bring it back around. Again, you can release a little bit past that straight line. Inhale, open, push the breastbone forward, lift. And release. We have one more. And release all the way back down into that forward fold. And then slowly on inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest, bring yourself all the way back up. And notice, what do you feel? What's changed? Okay, then you're going to bring that left knee in, the right leg kicks up to the side. Okay, so again, I'm just supporting my leg with the knee. Your knees, wherever's comfortable for you. Heel should be in line with the center, midline. All right, so right arm goes on that right leg. On inhale, that arm goes up, left arm goes up, exhale, lean over. So take an inhale here, exhale, keep your pelvis still, roll the rib cage forward gently, kind of like a mermaid position. Inhale, bring it back into that lateral. Exhale, roll forward into that twist, gentle twist. Inhale into lateral. One more time. Inhale in, and then slowly back to center. Check in. Now I want you to take this leg that's outstretched and you're going to swing it behind you so you come more toward a pigeon type position. There we go. All right, so from here, exhale, go ahead and release down into forward fold. So just go down, breathe, stay for 6 to 8 breaths. You've already been there for a few. Again, see how the knee feels, see how the hip feels. You are trying to reach this right leg back and behind. And then hands coming underneath your shoulders. On inhale, slowly push the breastbone forward, pull back with the hands, go into extension. Exhale, release a little bit. Inhale, push the breastbone forward, go into it. Last one. And then slowly inhale and bring yourself all the way back to center. Check in. How do you feel? And then we're taking that left leg out to your side. Right leg folds in. Check in for a breath. Again, this foot is lined up with your center. This leg is whatever angle is comfortable for you. That left arm goes on the left leg. Inhale, right arm goes up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, slowly lean into that lap. Stay here for inhale. Exhale, you roll forward just a little bit. Inhale, bring yourself back up to that lateral. Exhale, roll forward a little bit. Inhale, back to the left. Last one. And then slowly bring yourself back up. All right, now the fun turn into pigeon. So take this leg out, stretch it behind you. Yeah. And again, I need you to get your hips level, get up on something, Georgian put it. And then when you're ready, exhale, bring your torso down. Take a nice deep inhale, long exhale. Again, 6 to 8 breaths here. Letting that hip that you're sitting on relax, reaching back through the outstretched leg. And then hands coming underneath your shoulders. On inhale, push the breastbone forward, lift the chest. Exhale, release down a little bit. Inhale, push forward, lift the chest. Exhale, release. Last one. And then slowly back to center. Check in. How do you? All right, from here, please, actually, let's do forward fold first. So exhale down into forward fold. So let you stay down again. Where do you want your hands? You have 6 breaths. So this one's intent is to neutralize the asymmetry of what we have just finished. So think about as you inhale, you lift up a little bit, you have that gentle ride. As you exhale, you slowly go deeper into the fold. Think about lengthening through the back of the neck. And then slowly bring yourself all the way back up. And then come down onto your side. Okay, so bottom or top leg's out straight, top arm reaches long. So just take an inhale. If it helps to lift up that top leg, you're welcome to. If you need this light one all the way down. All right, so inhale, get the bottom rib to lift. Exhale, relax a little bit. Inhale, bottom rib loose. One more, and then we're going to move with this. So as you exhale the next time, let your shoulders roll forward and your leg roll back. So it's opening through the front of the hip. You can draw that leg back a little bit more. Inhale back to center and then exhale. You're going to kick the leg forward as you slowly reach the arm as far back behind you as you like. Inhale, come back to center. Again, exhale. The arm stays by the ear as the leg goes behind. Inhale back to center, exhale, slowly go back. Got one more. And release. Check in. See how you feel. All right, you can just roll over to the other side. And bottom leg bent as you need for stability. And again, you can add the ball. My knees like that better. And then that top arm reaches overhead. So take an inhale. Feel that bottom rib lift, expand. You're reaching as you exhale. Inhale, slowly reach, 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 reach. Exhale. One more. And then adding movement. So on your next exhale, the arm goes, shoulder goes forward a little bit as the leg extends behind you. Inhale slowly back to center. And then exhale, really sweep that leg forward. The arm goes opposite and reaches behind. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale. Notice how right and left feel different. Last time back here. And then back to center. Roll onto your back. Knees into chest. Hands over the, that's what needs hands behind the knees start. So exhale, heels toward the ceiling. That should be an inhale, knees toward the ceiling. So try that again. Inhale, knees toward the heels toward the ceiling. Exhale and bring yourself back. Inhale, heels toward the ceiling. Last one. And then hands over the tops of the knees. As you inhale, the knees gently press away, bring gentle Apanasana. As you exhale, they slowly draw in. Inhale, press away. And as you're finishing up here, is there anything else that your body needs you to do before going into Shavasana, into rest? Once you're in Shavasana, allow yourself to just be. Be present. Notice the breath. Feel the gentle rise and fall of the rib cage. Giving yourself permission to relax your jaw. To relax your neck and shoulders. To release your low back and hips. Allowing yourself to sink into the mat. And then gently beginning to deepen your inhale. Lengthen your exhale. Coming back into your body slowly. Gently begin to wiggle fingers. Wiggle toes. Gently rock your head side to side. And over the next few breaths, feel free to stretch your limbs about as you'd like, ending up on whichever side is most comfortable for you. And then allowing your head to be the last thing to come up, slowly press yourself to a comfortable seated position. So we started here today. How do you compare to the start of practice? What's changed? And then bringing your hands to Anjali Mudra. And I honor you for sharing your practice with me today. Om Shanti. Namaste.